Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Wrassle Graps. My name is Chris,
My name is Vincent.
and today
We're
uh,
still here like this.
we're still doing this. If you haven't seen the CM Punk video we did, which understandable, the good old Phil is doing his own deal. This is the new thing we're doing from now on. We're gonna try it. We're gonna see if you guys like it. If you don't, completely understandable. We'll stop doing it. Go back to the pictures. If you like this, though, let us know down below. I know my camera looks horrible. I understand that. Don't even have to bring it up. I'm acknowledging it right now. This is a whole thing right here. But just let us know your thoughts on this.
I mean, your camera is horrible.
My cameras, you would think for a MacBook, they could do better, but a MacBook Air,
Yeah.
a MacBook Air,
I
they
think
could
we
do
said
better.
this in the last one too.
We did, but just in case, because nothing like that was getting a lot of traction. Just
Hmm.
to reiterate, you know,
Yeah.
it's
It
it's new
might. I mean, who's to say? It's a SmackDown review.
it's new enough that we can rehash it a couple of times. You know. So we're just gonna say, I this is my camera. He's sideways for some reason. You
I'm
know,
always sideways. I'm the sideways guy.
it's crooked. It's crooked stuff going on over there.
Whatever.
Not not
I
morally,
can't fix it, right?
physically. Yeah,
It's hard.
but
Gotta play body Jenga.
by Jang, it's weird because we're still trying to figure this out. So you gotta forgive us if it's kind of weird getting into these things, but we'll figure
Yeah.
this out. You let us know down below your thoughts on this new format because we're still getting used to it. We're used to like Craig yelling in our ears that he's recording and that we have to start now. It's just kind of weird because I hit the button. They're like, "You sure you want to do this? Like, you sure with that webcam you want to keep going?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, but why not? And we just go ahead and do it. But it's new for all of us, I'd say.
Yeah. I'm turning my fan on. So if you see anything, it's my fan. But that's because I'm in Florida and it's hot. So
Yeah, well, understandable. Summertime.
mhm. Yeah. So anyway, SmackDown.
SmackDown. That's the show we're here to talk about. Did happen. Pull up my notes. It was an interesting episode.
It was
Interesting
alright. It was fine. I wouldn't. I don't know.
They were. Let me just pull up my phone so I can do the notes there and just watch it here. But they were abusing those piping crowd noises yesterday.
They always do that when it's pre-taped.
It was pre-taped yesterday.
Hmm. I think so. I mean, why else would they pipe in a Michael Cole line during the show?
Dude, so what he's talking about, if you didn't see it, it was the Street Profits segment where they were just coming out to do commentary for some reason on the Rick Buggs and LA Knight match. And they're coming out. This dude Michael Cole is introducing these people like he's welcoming them to the fucking Macy's parade, dude.
Oh, it was bad. It was horrible.
It's like these are the Street Profits. They bring the swag every week, and we're lucky to have them grace them with our presence right now. They're one of the best tag teams out here. They're the Street Profits. Hopefully, they come to
That
join
would have
us.
been better than what he said.
And I mean, I don't know. The fact that you think that was better.
It was like the Street Profits bring the party. Hopefully, they sit with us.
It's like it's like watching a movie. One of those movies in high school where it's just like the dork sitting at his table. It's like, oh man, those are the cool kids. I hope they come and sit with us for a little bit.
Those guys, they bring the party.
Give us some clout.
Yeah.
You're one of those guys. Technically, you just refuse to go to the party today.
I didn't want to go to the party. I mean, I had better things to do. I have to inform the Wrassle Grapplers about wrestling.
You have to do that. You gotta do this. You have to watch the Bloodline storyline. We're recording this after Night of Champions. Gonna try and not bring it up too much in case you haven't seen it. We don't want to spoil it for you guys.
Yeah.
So we're gonna.
This is a SmackDown review. It's not Night of Champions, okay?
It's not. We're gonna pretend like we just watched this right after. Sorry, we watched the show. Then right after, we're like, let's record this review immediately. That's not what
No, I'm
happened.
not
We're
going
gonna
to pretend
pretend.
like I watched it right after because I did. I
Yeah,
did watch it
exactly.
right after. Yeah.
You did. You did do that.
Yeah.
But for now, it's gonna be a straightforward review. Maybe allude to some stuff that happened, but we will not get too deep into it in case
Maybe.
you.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if we need to.
By the time you see this, it probably won't matter. But just in case, there's that one guy like me who was stuck at work. instead of watching this and was going on his phone, just scrolling through Twitter, looking at all the spoilers, and then he's like, "Oh, well, maybe YouTube isn't as bad, but it's on YouTube too because videos are like this person did this and this person did that," and you're like, you
Yeah.
know what?
You
Maybe
can't
I
go
should.
anywhere without seeing something about it.
It is.
Unless I
It's
made the mistake, I go on TikTok. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna see some funny videos or something, and then it's some guy recorded his TV and he's talking about Night of Champions.
recording his TV, yelling about weird stuff. It's
That's a typical YouTube, not a typical TikTok video for the wrestling community.
we're like 5 ideas away from doing that. I'd say
Maybe. I mean, I would have if I never showed my face. So here I am.
true, true, but that's enough with the preamble stuff. Let's talk about the actual show. Kicks off with Sheamus versus Austin Theory for the U.S. title. And, it was a good match. I
It
wanted
was
Sheamus.
fine. It was
I,
Sheamus. That's why it was good.
the fact that Sheamus didn't win, so it held it back from being great in my book. Um, I just want Austin Theory's reign to be over. I know you feel the same way.
Yeah, I think Austin Theory, he should have lost the championship. I think.
You should. I
I wanted
understand.
this. I was almost gonna say spoiler for Night of Champions. I don't know if I should, but yeah,
He wasn't even on the show. Was he even on the show?
no.
No. But,
I had to do so. I was gonna compare it to something else.
oh, okay. I see what you're
Yeah,
saying. But, I get. Look out there. Some of you guys, not all of you, some of you guys, you're out there. You're in the Austin Theory community. You're in the A Town. I'm assuming
oh,
you're
there's
all.
the community. We know that. We know that community.
We know that community. We don't understand that community. We accept you guys for who you are, but we don't understand why you're like that. We don't get it.
Yeah, I have no fucking clue what happened to you. You were dropped on your head as a baby, and here's what you believe now.
Allegedly, we can't confirm or deny this. We're just saying, you look at that
You
guy,
should
you're
look
like,
into it.
look at that star over there. Love that guy, future of the company.
Like Vince
Can't we?
McMahon loves him, but he's crazy. He's insane.
And that
So
shouldn't
I
be
mean, what does
your
that say about everyone else?
benchmark ever.
Yeah,
We sit here, we watch him, and we're like, this is one of the most mid-professional wrestlers that we've seen in our entire lives. Because sure, he has potential. We're not saying he doesn't have potential. He does. He has a lot, but none of it comes through in like glimpses. Then he hides it back immediately, and that's really what bothers me the most about him.
he just doesn't have it.
He does. It's just he's not performing at what I feel is his fullest capacity.
He's okay. I don't know if he. Would you say Roman Reigns is better when he was doing that stuff, kind of in the same place as Theory?
I'd say it's like a Roman Reigns situation to a lesser extent. I don't like because I don't because when you watch Roman Reigns in 2016, right? You're like, right
Yeah.
here is a really good professional wrestler. If this, and this happened, right?
Yes.
It's the same thing with Austin Theory. I'm not saying he has to turn face. That's not the right move with him. But if he can do something different, then your hometown is stupid. A town down for life. You know,
Yeah.
it'd be nice.
I think that too.
But yeah, he has this match with Sheamus here, and it's decent back and forth opener. Unfortunately, pretty deadly. They come out, they attack Butch and who isn't Pete Dunne yet.
Ridge.
I was told he'd be Pete Dunne by now. That was a lie.
Yeah, I
And
thought he was gonna be. Isn't his Twitter name Pete Dunne?
I believe so. I don't understand what's
How
going
you
on
gonna
there.
do this to me, Pete?
I don't know who said that was true, but I am upset and I am a little sad, honestly.
Yeah.
But he got attacked along with Ridge, and for some reason, Sheamus is like, "Hey, man, stop attacking my pals over there. That's not cool of you. I know I'm in a United States Championship match right now, but you attacking my pals, that's more important. I gotta deal with you guys right now." And I'm like, Sheamus, no, you gotta focus on that guy over there. And then Theory
That's what
rolls him.
everyone does. It's the mistake everyone makes.
He rolled him up. Austin Theory rolls him up, exposed his ass crack to everybody watching at home.
We needed that.
I, some people did. You were one of them for some reason.
No, I wasn't.
No, you it sounded like you did. I'm not judging.
No,
Okay,
absolutely not. I don't want to see no ass crack.
all right. Well, he did that, and yeah, he retained the title.
Premium selfies.
True, true. But I don't know, man. I hate it so. I know it's just him being a heel. I understand what he's doing. Like I'm not sitting here like I think he's like doing something completely. I know he's trying to be the cocky heel that doesn't really do anything to win, but he wins anyway. I understand what he's doing, but
Yeah,
I do want to clarify that it's not working in my books.
definitely not. I don't know what he should do. I have a few ideas. Premium selfies.
Premium set. What does that entail? Please explain what that is, because I don't even know what that is.
It's an OnlyFans thing where he sells premium selfies.
Not nude selfies, just selfies of himself.
No, just of himself doing things.
He's got to
Look at me
clarify.
in front of the Grand Canyon. Look at me at WWE. Look at me exposing someone's ass cheeks. Look at me, you know?
I would actually pay top dollar for Austin Theory photoshopped into Sheamus' ass crack,
Yeah,
like right in the
we
middle.
go.
You expose. He does the roll up in. It's just an Austin Theory right there in the face. I pay top
Yeah,
dollar.
top dollar. You pay him?
I pay him and I pay the money.
All right.
But
Top dollar, he owes you money now. Just for
I
that.
let's try to forget about that as quickly as possible. Uh, but yeah. So to sum it up, so we can move on. Austin Theory not great. I saw the report that he's going for bigger and better things. That makes me very depressed, and I just want to put that out there. Um, your thoughts on that, by the way? 'Cause I don't think I asked you about that.
I know some things.
You know some things, okay? Gonna share what those things are.
No, classified.
Understandable. Next up, we get to much better heels. Speaking of Roman Reigns, he invites the Usos next week to his 1,000-day celebration as champion, and Jimmy gets up to leave, and Roman just absolutely alphas him back down.
Yeah. Uh, they seem to be having an issue here.
They do. They seem to be having an issue. Jimmy gets up to leave, and Roman's like, "Man, remember when we were kids and I beat your ass? I'll do it again. Sit back down, man." And he did.
He said that before. I swear to God.
Yeah, he had. I think it was during the J feud, right?
I think so. Yeah, he's been beat. I guess he beat everyone's ass in that family.
Someone should look into Roman's history of beating up his family members
Abuse.
as a child.
Yeah.
I have questions about this. He keeps bringing it up. I know it's just storyline, but also it's concerning.
Isn't that concerning?
To me, it is.
Yeah.
To me. And
You see,
Jimmy's.
my screen goes black.
What happened?
My screen goes black. Do you see like when the light changes?
Not really.
All right. I thought I saw it in the last video. I don't know.
Honestly, my screen's so dark over here that I'm just. This is my default
Yeah.
right here.
All right.
But segment wise, getting back to it real quick.
I've been seeing bacon pancakes everywhere.
What?
Yeah. Just hop on TikTok, see some bacon pancakes.
What are you on the fucking IHOP, Denny's, TikTok? What are you doing?
No, they're people just making bacon pancakes.
All right, man.
Take some bacon and you put it in a pancake.
I mean, I get it, and I love the idea.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I won't do it, because I would. But
I mean,
you
I
know
want to do it real bad, but I'm not a cook. I'm not a doctor, so.
that's a different channel. That's Chef Craps over there.
Chef Graps. Today we're
Gamer
cooking
Graps.
out. We should do that because we're not cooks, so we should definitely do that.
Like one day, you're just gonna need a bunch
And
of.
we should pretend to be professional and like instead of framing it like we're just playing around, we're teaching people how to cook.
Mark
We're
my words right
professors in
now.
the kitchen.
Remember this for the future. One day, out of nowhere, no warning, no preparation, you're gonna get hit with like 60 different spin-off channels of us.
Oh, I'm thinking about it. We need to talk about this. Okay, I actually have ideas.
Yeah, he has ideas. We've written down some. Gamer Graps and others like included.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
Chef
Reigns is
Graps now on the list.
it's on the list now. Reigns
We
talks
gotta
down.
we have some guests playing, bro. Guests. Omas joins us in the kitchen. Baron Corbin joins us in the kitchen. Oh my, it's endless. Okay,
If that ever happened, man, I'm retiring right there because we can't ever top that content.
fantastic. It's actually a great idea.
It's top tier. If we ever get to that level and that happens, that's the last Wrassle Graps video. Never happening
Yeah.
again.
You think we can score Brock Lesnar if we get rich?
Not a chance in hell.
You think? I mean, Joe Weller got Brock Lesnar that one time.
He's going to look at the both of us, and we're just going to, our spines are going to break just by him staring at us.
My
And he's going,
spine's already broken. All right.
it's going to break again, even worse.
All right.
I don't know. Anyway, Reigns.
You make us into bacon pancakes.
Jesus Christ. We're the bacon. Our bones are the bacon in that situation.
Yeah, I don't know. Bones the bacon and we're the pancakes. I don't know.
So anyway, summing up the segment, Reigns talks down to Jimmy. Jimmy isn't having it. Jay has to talk him down, de-escalate things. This will not be the last time this happens tonight.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested for sure. This is definitely one of the most dramatic storylines I've ever seen.
This is the most interested I've been in the Bloodline storyline in a little bit.
Yeah, I mean the Sami Zayn part was really good, and now this part's going to be so good because this is the part we needed right here.
There was a little bit, a couple weeks after Mania, where I was kind of like, okay, what are we doing now? But they got me back.
This is what AEW is missing.
Yeah, they are. They have some stuff. The Elite.
They have MJF, who's fantastic, but he's kind of stale.
He's right in
for somebody that makes fun of people or makes fun of things for being made. He's kind of made.
I'll never say that about MJF. I love MJF.
What is he doing that's so interesting?
I just can't do it, man. I just can't do it.
Are you sucking his dick?
I wouldn't go that far.
All right.
Maybe
Maybe
metaphorically.
that was too far. Maybe that was too far. Yeah.
Metaphorically, verbally, maybe, but not physically.
All right.
I appreciate my performance, but not like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I almost named my dog Maxwell. Almost.
You almost got him a Burberry collar.
I did get him one.
That's it. You did. You actually did do that.
I did that. Yeah.
True. This is a true story.
It's true.
All right. Well,
there's a lot of true stories. Right, we tell in this podcast. Like I did decline a party invite to come here.
The real fun of this podcast, I feel, at least if I were a listener, is literally just sitting there and thinking how much of this, what they're saying, actually happened, and how much didn't. You know, that's my enjoyment. If
I like to think that we're the most real podcast there is.
It doesn't get realer than this quality of video.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so
the fuck ups we have, everything is real.
Yeah, this entire channel exists. That is real. So Shotzi and Raquel versus Bailey and Io is up next. I mean, did I say she's gonna pick Shotzi as her partner last week? I feel like I did.
I can't say that you did, so I'm gonna say you're lying. He's not telling the truth.
Someone come back and find that.
See, we've just said that we're the realest podcast, and now you're lying to the people.
I know somewhere, might be on video, it might not be on video. Somewhere I did call that she would be picking her as her partner.
It's not on video.
All right, well, anyway, they're a tag team now, you know, and they went against Bailey and Io, and they ended up winning because of some weird miscommunication. I thought it looked a little dumb. I didn't like it too much.
It did look dumb. I went back 10 times to find out what was going on.
Because what was it that Io goes off the top rope or she takes down Raquel?
So Bailey was going for a sunset, but then she was okay, yeah, and then Io went up from the top rope and she hit the other person, but then Raquel sat down on Bailey and pinned her.
That wasn't the bad part. I would say the bad part is that Io turned around, looked at Raquel, and she's like, oh, "Okay."
She stalled. Yeah.
She turned around, looked at her. She's like, "Okay," and then she was like, "Oh, wait a second, hold on, you know, like that can't be."
It took forever. Like, what is going on? Like, she was having a hard time. Why did you jump over her?
She was as confused as the rest of us. I get it, you know.
Yeah,
it happens. But
it was the dumbest thing ever.
It's not the worst thing on the show. Once again, the Street Profits.
It's something I would do, but on purpose.
That's why you're not my future tag team partner from our professional wrestler.
Exactly. Yeah. That's definitely a mistake I would make.
You said it's having a mistake. You say you're gonna do it on
Well, it's a
purpose.
mistake, but I'll do it on purpose.
It's not a mistake if you're saying I'm intentionally gonna do
I'm
this.
intentionally doing it. Yeah.
There's no intentional mistakes. You're either doing
It's
it or it's.
intentional. But it was a mistake when I did it.
I don't think it's a mistake because you're like, if anyone's ever seen the movie Pop Star, where Connor's like yelling at Hunter, and this guy Hunter is like, I did not maybe do it, or I did not.
Well, I'll do it. I'm just saying. I'd regret it.
Okay. Well, in any case, I don't think. I know that Bailey and Neil are having issues right now. I don't think that Shotzi and Raquel having just formed a tag team should be beating them, even if miscommunications happen, but I don't know.
I think that Raquel is being pushed by Triple H.
I also agree with this. I
Yeah.
don't think she should be cutting promos, so I will say this.
No. Get her off the mic. She's a face still, too.
She's a face. I don't think that's the problem. I think the problem is she needs to work on her promo skills just a little.
Yeah.
It's not a good thing where every promo you cut sounds like you're reading the script from 2K23 from my career, you know?
That's true. Yeah.
And it
It's
kind of
worse, though.
sucks. It is worse. It is like the Street Profits clip actually that you were
Yeah, it's
talking about.
exactly what it was like. Yeah.
You sent me that clip of the Street Profits. You're like, this is some 2K23 nonsense right here.
Yeah.
It's like just like that, but somehow nowhere near as good. And that's a low bar we're talking right there.
And that's why she should be a heel and not. She should just destroy people, to be honest, because she's so big.
I think a manager would help. I'd say a manager would be helpful.
Yeah, definitely.
I think she worked well because in NXT with Dakota Kai. You know what I'm saying?
She worked with Dakota Kai.
Because Dakota Kai was like, she could be the heel mouthpiece and Raquel's some muscle, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, Dakota's
Okay.
injured right now, right?
That is true. Dakota and Wrassle Graps' favorite, Liv Morgan, out on the shelf.
Exactly. How sad. So
Speaking
none of your plans work, Chris.
speaking of Liv Morgan, by the way, do check out next on the channel or before this. If it's before this, or you know what? Even if it's before this, just go check it out anyway. Go check out our blind predictions
Predictions. Yeah,
for Double or
blind.
Nothing, where Vincent will somehow find a way to say Liv Morgan's winning everything in a different company.
She might. She's injured right now.
And yeah, quote unquote injured, not
Yeah,
backstage,
exactly.
but to become a
Fingers
five,
up. You can't
about
tell
to,
because it's the podcast. It's not a video.
about to be the five pillars match tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah. So next up after
Is my
this,
hair in cam? Can you tell?
what do you mean your hair?
Like, you can you see my hair?
It's
Like
your hair.
where I am right now?
See your hair.
Or is it just my head, like my forehead?
What do you mean? Like
In frame. Is my hair in frame?
your your entire shoulders in frame. What do you mean?
My shoulder? Okay, all right.
Everything. Shoulder up in frame.
Great. Cool. Because my screen's cut off.
That's strange.
Yeah.
But
Anyway, your phone's going off. It's like ding, ding,
I
ding,
know
ding. It's like the bell.
I need to find a way to take off the notifications on my laptop.
Okay.
My
Yeah.
biggest regret was linking those things, and I will never forgive myself for that in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Yeah. Every time I open my laptop, 5 programs open.
dude, that's the worst part, honestly.
And I'm like, I wish I never set that to happen, but I thought I was going to be using these apps more often.
When you first get these things, it's like, being able to answer my text and phone calls on my laptop, that's pretty helpful, you know.
Yeah.
But then you start doing things like this, and you're like, this is the worst choice I've made in my entire life because it almost like 1 out of 10 recordings, you're getting a phone call,
Exactly. Yeah.
and somehow it's on the computer, and it's just a mess, man.
It's the worst.
Anyway, next up, Seth Rollins video package, AJ Styles video package. It was
Who do you
interesting.
believe will win more?
Who do I believe would win more? I
Yeah.
will say, I don't think it's even fair to predict it, man. I can't even pretend like I don't know who wins already. Uh,
I
if
think AJ has a shot.
if I were just not knowing who won, right? And you asked me yesterday to predict this, I would say Seth Rollins, solely based on the fact that he is on the Raw roster and AJ's on Roman's roster with that belt.
Yeah,
I think it's very obvious that Seth is winning. The only thing that makes it less obvious is that he's in the new Captain America movie.
I would have picked AJ honestly. If we did a predictions before this, I'm picking AJ.
I also was leaning towards that, but logically in my head I'm like, but he's on the roster. You're not going to move him and the entire OC over because SmackDown like needs that help right now.
Can't believe Seth's gonna be in Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, man.
Yeah, great choice for Peter Parker.
That's definitely what he's doing. Don't look it up. That is his character.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I mean, they were nice video packages. I like them.
What would you do differently?
Would I do differently?
Yeah.
What do you mean instead of the video packages?
What would you do differently in the video packages?
I would have had a pre-taped face-to-face interview with the two. I know Seth is busy right now with the movie, but I think that would have really helped. Is more interaction between these two guys
AJ should
instead
have
of
broken into the studio of the movie and
he
went
should have
crazy.
he
He
should have
should have
showed up.
styles clashed everybody
He
until
should
he
have
got
showed
to
up.
Seth and he looked at him and he points at him. He's like, "You at Night of Champions, me and you."
My fantasy booking that I wish if I can go back in time and I could become the booker, I could somehow gain the power to do
You
this.
dick it sucker.
This is what I would do. Is because Seth is playing the villain in the Captain America movie coming up, right? I would do
Captain
is
America.
yeah is AJ Styles shows up on set in a Captain America costume, bashes him with the shield, and he's like, "I'll see you on Saturday, you piece
What
of
are you gonna
shit."
do now, bitch?
Exactly. But the thing is, nobody told the directors or anyone else on set that this was happening.
So the security just runs in there. They're trying to get him out.
It's actually a real crime because no one told anybody that AJ would be doing this. And
Great
then boom,
content though. Great
not
content.
only do you get WWE fans interested, but all of a sudden, go on film Twitter and Hollywood reports wrestler AJ Styles attacks fellow wrestler Seth Rollins on movie set.
Easy money.
Boom, right there.
But we're such geniuses that we're not even hired by like WWE or AEW or like Impact Wrestling, the big companies, you know.
Ignore the legal ramifications of AJ Styles.
This is a great idea. Ignore that part. Make it look real when it's not.
No, it's very real. It's actually very
It's
real.
super real. It happened.
No one tells anyone it's gonna happen, and then only AJ knows about this. And then AJ runs in the Captain America costume and just beats the crap out of Seth Rollins with a fake shield and says he'll see him on Saturday.
A fake shield. It's kind of symbolic.
Exactly. Yeah, it's also like the Shield, the group. See, it
They
makes
don't
sense.
make reference to that in the damn movie. I'm gonna be kind of pissed.
If he doesn't do the fist bump with like two other people in the Serpent, if the Serpent Society's whole
If
thing
he
isn't
literally just
just
says
this,
shield, and he does a fist bump,
I
that would be
was in
crazy.
the Shield once, and he winks at the camera. That's what I want.
Yeah. Ding, and it just like does a little ding, you know? It's like ding.
Yeah, or
And then they
something
go back
like,
to the movie. They go back to it. No mention of it.
or actually something like the villains are like, Shield is after us, and he's like, I don't know about that. I'm right here, and Dean's in a different company, and Roman's the champion. He's pretty busy right now.
It's a bit much.
I don't know, man. That could be a deleted scene for fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, next up, this was weird to me, right? I haven't seen Hit Row in a couple weeks. They
We were
show
just
up
talking
in.
about Top Dollar.
I know because I saw him yesterday, and I remember that I gotta pay him some money.
Yeah.
Um, anyway, but I haven't seen these two in weeks, and they show up wearing like white ski mask with the loudest piped in booze I've heard in my entire life. I was so
Yeah.
confused looking at this.
I mean, They hate him. What are you confused about?
What? Because Top Dollar botched that one dive that one time. They're heels now.
Yeah, no one likes him anymore.
That's fair enough. Anyway,
Like I
closing
don't
that,
get it really. They're all right.
they showed up. I don't understand their heel motivations. I thought they were like there. I didn't know they were heels.
I don't know. Top Dollar's probably a better heel anyway.
I mean, naturally, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So, anyway, it's him. It's Ashanti versus Cameron Grimes, and it's like a 5 minute match. Nothing
To
too
the
crazy.
moon.
Yeah, to the moon.
Except this
Uh,
didn't go to the moon. No, I don't know.
it did not. It was just a way for Cameron Grimes to get another win, because clearly that's Triple H's favorite out of these guys, and for Baron Corbin to come out get his run back on Cameron Grimes.
That's my guy.
Gotta love him. You gotta love.
To the moon.
I, of course, of course. If I could have in my background a green screen with it's actually just the moon with Baron Corbin's face on it, chef's kiss. That's perfect.
We are the chefs. We are Chef Graps.
Yeah, exactly. We made that, and it's in my background. Me in your
Gordon
background.
Ramsay. Holy shit, we can get Gordon Ramsay on the show.
Gordon Ramsay wants something to do with this. I hate to
What are
tell you.
you? I don't talk for Gordon Ramsay, all right? Gordon Ramsay might want something to do with us. Who knows?
If anyone ever
Guy
watched,
Fieri, you know?
if you ever seen the movie The Menu, that's gonna, and you ever seen the scene with Tyler when Tyler becomes a cook for like 5 minutes, that's what it's gonna be like.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna
But
be a lot different than that. It's gonna be the fire department's gonna have a field day.
no, it's gonna be Gordon Ramsay's gonna walk in. He's gonna be like, I hear you like food. You're a food. You're like you're
It's
a foodie,
raw,
right?
and it's just raw on the TV.
He's gonna walk in. He's like, you're a foodie, right? Well, now here's a little chef's jacket for both of you. Now cook, and we're gonna be like, what do you mean cook? And he's gonna be like, cook. You're a chef now. Cook. And he's gonna make fun of us as we attempt to cook. We never cooked anything in our lives.
What are you making for me? Bacon pancakes? Why? Because I've been seeing it all over TikTok.
Okay, you lads said you're making me bacon pancakes, but you just put turkey bacon in there.
It's bacon.
And then that's when he gets mad and he just starts throwing stuff around. Maybe one of us gets called a donkey. I don't know.
You bastard. I can't believe this.
One of us is gonna get called an idiot sandwich. This is undeniable.
What are you? An idiot sandwich?
But
That's what I
then
thought.
but then I'll get confused and I'll be like, a chef, and he'll be like, no, no, you're not.
He'll whack you with the spread, you know?
And that's when I get beaten up by Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
And again, the chef community is like local
Well,
chef.
here's how we do it. So instead of getting him as a guest, because we can't do that, in order to
Right.
get him to be our guest, we have to do chef things first. Then we do a TikTok where we duet him, where he might react to it, maybe. I don't know. And then he reacts to it, and then we can invite him on the show.
He reacts to it and he comes on the show just to tell us to stop being chefs and to retire. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So next up, we get to Belair and Oscar. Um, I mean, this was a
I'm
fine.
concerned for Belair's safety.
I also am. You know,
How is she not
Os-
blind?
Oscar's over here mixing cayenne peppers. I would imagine some sort of pepper
And she's
in
getting
cereal.
misted every week.
Almost every week. Now, I'm gonna assume she got missed at the pay per view. I didn't see it, but I would assume she did. So I mean, by the end of this feud, she's gonna be walking around blind.
I
That's what
mean,
I'm going to throw out.
join the club, you know?
It's fair. It's fair enough.
Yeah.
But Belair comes out. She's like, you know what, Oscar? You want a match tomorrow? You got it. And I was like confused because I was like, it's already confirmed. What do you mean she's got it? But then Oscar comes out, tries to attack Belair, and they get pulled apart by officials. It's a little pull apart brawl. That's really it.
Yeah. I like that she got caught by Adam Pierce, so then she exited.
I like that they stopped Belair from hitting the KOD on her. That was nice.
Yeah, that was good.
Uh, yeah, so that's that. Next up is the god awful Street Profits thing. Buggs and LA Knight. LA
The
Knight
Street
had,
Profits bring the party. I can't wait. I want them to sit with us.
please sit with me. I'm getting bullied by Wade Barrett. Please help me.
Yeah.
Yeah. JBL's backstage. He's calling me a nerd and other things that I should not repeat on live
No,
television.
way worse.
Anyway, so once again, a complete, most loudest piped in booze you've heard in your entire life for LA Knight. Did not appreciate that. That's what I will say.
LA Knight is the guy, okay? Just ask Saudi Arabia.
They loved him. Everyone loves him. I don't understand
Did he
why
even get a
WWE
match on the
cares.
show? I don't even fucking know. I ain't see him.
He did not. I don't think so. Which
They
is
always take
unfortunate.
him off the big ass shows.
I I'm telling you, man, that Bray Wyatt feud really did something, man.
And they're gonna be like, damn, you're released like in a few weeks. Well, we're not gonna say nothing about that, but I'm just saying that's how it goes.
What I will say is Bray Wyatt did irreparable damage to this man.
Probably like
And
in the
the
dark
eyes,
shit, the Mountain Dew.
and the eyes of this company, Bray Wyatt did some horrendous damage to this man.
That's true, yeah. Where's Bray Wyatt? He's not here.
He showed up. He ruined LA Knight's backstage perception and just left. That's
He
that's
dipped.
something else. That's something else,
It's crazy.
man. But LA Knight beats Rick Bukes. Goes on the mic, starts cutting a classic LA Knight promo. It was great as
Hell,
usual.
hey, night.
Yeah, and that was it.
Yeah.
I just want more for him. He should have won Money in the Bank this year and go after AJ. So I'm going
I
to
was
say.
hearing about Dominic Mysterio, which I think would be cool.
That's true. That's true.
He'd be
Uh,
such a fucking dipshit with that.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he should win that.
He's the perfect guy for Loki. Because he
I
runs
mean,
away from everything anyway. Like, it's perfect.
here's the deal.
It
Anyone
fits his
but
character. That's the way it is.
I just want LA Knight to win something big. That's all I want.
I mean, he's already losing, so it could work. I don't know.
Just because it's like, by the way, there was no LWO on the show. We can't even make the joke this time.
Because they heard the last episode. They were like, never again. Okay, never again.
Never again. And
Even though that was just yesterday, I think. But still.
we uploaded it like a couple days ago, and they're like, "We're pulling it, man. We can't do it." But we were being like super positive about them last time. We weren't even like that bad about it.
We weren't that bad. We were just saying loser world order.
But that's last time they were the LWO. They were winning.
Yeah, exactly. W.
Well, next up we get to Cross versus Styles, and it was a fine match.
I don't understand what the TikTok thing was about.
I think he just likes TikTok.
Maybe he's a big fan.
Yeah.
Does he even have one?
I was confused. I don't know if I zoned out like super hard during this match, but I feel like they just came back from commercial. AJ hit a phenomenal forearm like 2 seconds later and won the match. Did that happen?
Maybe. I didn't see any commercials.
Okay. If I don't know if I really screwed that up there, but mentally that's how I saw it. I don't know if I was really zoned out because I was distracted a little bit. If I got it wrong, let me know down below.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's how it was. But I don't know. Karrion Cross,
I don't think it was.
does that
But I
sound?
can't confirm. Like I said, I got no commercials.
Yeah, I think that's wrong. That can't be right because that's
You
terrible.
just zoned out. You were thinking about pizza.
That was zoned out. You ever get into one of those binges, man? You like start cleaning your room, you clean up one thing, then you're like, well, now there's that thing. What about
No.
that thing over there? No,
Nope.
somebody out there
I think you have
understands.
OCD.
I might just a little,
Yeah.
just a little. But next up, we get to the best part of the show, the KO show, with
We
Roman and
forgot about
Solo.
the KO show last week where we were naming talk shows.
We did.
Or it was the SmackDown one. I don't remember when it was.
Forgot about that one Sami Zayn talk show he had for like a week.
Yeah, the KO and Sammy show.
No, you remember that one Sammy show? It was like Sammy's electric
Oh,
chair.
and he
Where
said
he,
AEW that one time.
yeah.
Yeah,
That was something. That was something else.
true.
Whatever happened to that? That's weird.
I don't know. It never doesn't exist anymore.
Anyway, so it happens. They come on out. They try to welcome out Roman, but Paul comes out instead. He's like, it doesn't work like this. I'm like, thinking about it logically, Sami Zayn was with them for a long time. He should know it doesn't work like that.
Well, they knew that. They said they knew that.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to clarify 'cause I feel like he should know that by now, but
They already knew that. Kevin Owens said it.
I don't know. Anyway, so he comes out. He's talking to Kevin and Sammy for a second, and then the Usos music hits. And I love Paul Heyman during this segment so much. The facial expressions, because you can see Paul Heyman looking at them like, "What the hell are you two doing? You should not be out here right now. This is not part of the plan." And then it's just back and forth with the Usos, Gail and Sammy, just talking about how Roman Reigns took you guys from top tag team to just bunch of lackeys. What's that about? And Jimmy gets super pissed eventually. He's like, you know what? I'm the tribal chief. And Roman Reigns is like a flash, just runs down the ramp. He's like, I know damn well you
He
did
didn't
not
run
get
at
to.
all.
But he walks, the speed walk he hit was insane.
I
You
can do
just,
that in my sleep.
you see how fast this dude was moving?
I
He came
challenge him to a walk off.
a walk off, a speed walk off. It's a speed walk off.
You walking today.
Yeah. Winner is the one, whatever that means.
And I'm already the one, so it's perfect. I have the
Exactly.
shirt to prove it. It says
This is
Puma
true.
on it.
That's true. But yeah, we ain't sponsored by Puma. Chill out.
All right. I wore it last week. No, I wore the Puma shirt the last video too.
Man, I want a Puma sponsorship right now for that, actually.
Yeah, I think we get some cool ass clothes for that.
All right. Well, anyway, so Roman comes out. He's like, I know for a fact you did not just say you are the tribal chief. You know that's wrong. And then Sammy and KO and everyone there gets into a little brawl. Uh, it's going at it. Sammy and Kevin eventually get dropped. Uso's gonna hand the titles over to. Well, Jay hands the titles to Solo, the tag titles. Jimmy goes over to Roman. He's just staring at him. He doesn't want to hand them over. Jay eventually convinces him. And then the last shot of SmackDown is just the bloodline standing tall. Roman. By the way, WWE's Photoshop with Roman holding the two belts on his waist did not think about what if he just has all four of them on his chest. And I feel like that was a missed opportunity. Just throwing it out
No,
there.
he has to. It's not enough room.
He'll find a way.
Where's it going to keep the World Heavyweight Championship?
He'll find a way. Um, anyway, so the last shot of SmackDown is just him holding the titles. Everyone but Jimmy Uso standing tall with him.
Well, yeah, yeah. It was definitely very strange, for sure.
Yeah, I like this. This is my favorite storyline that they're doing in a while. I like it.
Yeah, I do enjoy that it's complicated.
Yeah, it's nice to see that the Usos are once again kind of thinking, or at least one of them is like, this isn't what we're supposed to be doing right now. Like we're
Because it
supposed to be
had to be this way.
right. Like we were a top tag team, and I know while I was gone, Jimmy, it's like while I was gone, Jay, you were doing this whole solo thing, and then you got dragged into this. But this isn't like what we're doing now. Like we're supposed to be a top tag team. So kind of like Sammy's words and KO's words are getting to him.
Yeah, definitely. That's kind of what's going on. I think this is definitely the best. Not the best, but it's a good chapter in the story.
I agree. I agree. I
Yeah.
am looking forward to seeing more family turmoil. If it's anything like Roman versus Jay, I'm here for that. I want to see more of that.
Oh my God, Jimmy gets his chance to shine now.
Jimmy, it's main event Jimmy.
No, he needs a new name. I think we go for Timothy Gerald.
That's horrendous. That's
Good
horrendous.
name to me. All right,
I just call him Double J, man. I don't
might as well.
know.
It's too
Timothy
short.
Gerald. Was he an old man in the fucking nursing home?
It
Timothy Gerald.
sounds badass.
That's like a fake name. That's the
If you
fakest name
approach
ever.
someone named Jimmy Gerald, would you,
You sound,
he's gonna
you
kick
sound like
your
a
ass.
you sound like a teenager walking into a liquor store, trying to give their fake ID to the cashier and buy some booze.
No,
But
that's his name. You can't be making fun of him like that.
yeah, okay. And
Never heard his last name before.
what I will say is, after the events of Night of Champions, I'm so used to calling it Super Showdown because it's usually what it's called. But after the events of Night of Champions, I'm
Night of
very interested.
Champions Super Show.
I as well call it that. I'm very interested in seeing how the 1,000-day celebration pans out.
I mean, let me ask you a question. Which championship's hitting 1,000?
I mean, it's Universal title.
Yeah, that's the one.
But anyway, overall, SmackDown was a fine show. It's the best way to put it.
It was fine. It thumbs in the middle, I think.
Thumbs in the middle is very reasonable, I would say. From
And
what
the
I'm
only thing
hearing,
save it's the bloodline.
agreeable. From what I'm hearing, super showdown. Night of Champions was a very good show. From what I'm hearing, I'm gonna go check that out at some point. But yeah. For now, SmackDown was a fine, I'd say, missable show. If you're gonna go back and watch anything, go check out the Bloodline stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
But overall, I think that's it for us. I'm going to, unless you got something to say. But
I'm done. I think I share my thumbs in the middle, and that's good enough.
I like it. We can finally do this. That I am the bar, or like just the bar is this one.
I can't
now.
see this right now because my fucking screen went black as soon as I put my thumb off.
Exactly. I have to do it like this.
Now it looks like I'm fucking. I don't know.
It looks like I'm Solo Sokoa, desperately trying to figure out where my opponent is. But anyway.
PewDiePie. No.
Yeah, that's a classic reference.
Yeah.
Classic YouTube reference. So anyway, now I'm gonna
It's
pop.
it's what you get here on this channel.
Exactly. You get allusions to other channels that are more successful.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So I'm gonna plug away.
Let me just pop these back on the screen.
Go follow us wherever you possibly can on every single social media platform. As you can see there, you can finally see it. And you can go leave a 5-star review on the podcasting platform, subscribe, like, comment, share on YouTube. We'll see you next one. Bye.